I was taking pictures in milk in my bathtub, butt naked.
Yeah, you heard that correctly. That was Colleen Ballinger, aka Miranda Sings, and fellow creator Todd Recall telling the absolutely wild story about how a stranger had a naked photo shoot in Colleen's bathroom.
What is wrong with you people?
Plus, Marcella Zoya, aka the Instagram model who has now gone viral for throwing a chair off a 45th floor balcony, has turned herself into the police. And finally, it appears the Dolan twins' comeback will be their collab with Jeffree Star. Fingers crossed, people. We're talking all about the viral news you need to know right now, so stay tuned. How's it going, guys? I'm Madison Hill with Colleen Ballinger telling the weirdest story I've ever heard. This Marcella girl finally turning herself into the police after a prank completely backfired. And an update on the Dolan twins. We have a lot to discuss, so let's get into it. First up, we have to talk about Colleen Ballinger and the story she just told us in her most recent video with Todd Recall. Okay, so apparently while Toddrick was house sitting for Colleen, something friends do for each other all the time, his assistant at the time was also there. However, his assistant, who goes by the name of Chocolate Milk throughout the video, did much more than just assist. He tried to get some of his own Instagram content in the weirdest way possible.
He went into my room, went into my bathroom, filled my bathtub with milk, got butt-ass naked, somehow set up a camera.
And then, you guessed it, proceeded to take pictures in Colleen's tub, post them on Instagram, and cause a whole lot of problems for himself. First and foremost, he lost his job. Toddrick admitted that as soon as he was able to prove he did this in Colleen's house, he fired him. Then, Toddrick claims that Chocolate Milk proceeded to steal his credit card information, go on a shopping spree at the Apple store, and after jumping through a lot of hoops, Toddrick was finally able to prove that this guy was essentially trying to steal his identity.
Crazy. That is just crazy.
Colleen admitted at the end of the video that while the title of her latest upload, Intruder did a naked photo shoot in my bathtub, might sound like clickbait, clearly their story is true and it's absolutely insane. Let's just say from here on out, Toddrick has to give Colleen a full background on anyone he brings into her house, which I think is totally fair after something like that. Okay, moving on, let's talk about the latest with this Instagram model, Marcella Zoya. Essentially, ever since Marcella posted this video on her Snapchat of her hurling a chair over a balcony and watching it plummet down several stories onto a highway, the girl has gone viral and not in a good way.
Dumbass.
Several people pointed out that the prank was not funny at all, as she could have seriously hurt someone. I mean, hello, they say throwing a penny off a tall balcony can do damage. Can you imagine what a metal chair could do? Clearly, the girl needs to spend less time on the IG and more time reading a book. Anyway, after receiving tons of outrage, Marcella has now turned herself into the Toronto Police Department. She has since been charged with mischief, endangering life, mischief, damaging property under $5,000, and common nuisance. Although Marcella's lawyer claimed in court that she is extremely embarrassed and wished it never happened, a reporter caught her afterwards, and I've got to say she looked neither of those two things. You can see Marcella smiling, posing for pictures, Starbucks in hand, clearly not sweating her criminal charges at all, which is something she might want to do. According to the CBC, Marcella could face prison time for these charges, so you'd think she would look a little more upset. But clearly she's confident her legal team will get her out of this one. And in the event you couldn't tell throwing a chair off a balcony is dangerous and clearly leads to trouble, let me just remind you, don't do it.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
You do not want to end up like this Marcella girl with the whole world thinking that you're not the brightest bulb in the tanning bed.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Before we totally wrap things up, I do want to fill you in on the Dolan twins. Based on Grayson's Instagram story, it appears the boys' comeback, which will be today, will be their collab with fellow YouTuber and beauty guru Jeffree Star. If you remember last week, Jeffree tweeted out a picture of the three of them, and since then we've all been dying to get our hands on whatever they filmed. As you all know, the Dolan twins have been on a break from uploading since their father sadly passed away from cancer, but they're coming back today. Grayson tweeted, "Wow, being back has never felt better. I seriously wanted to thank every single one of you for giving us the time that we needed until we knew we were 100% ready to come back strong. We're so blessed to have all of you in our lives and so excited to continue our journey with you all. While Ethan kept it simple yesterday, saying, yo, tomorrow's Tuesday, and we're back. So I know we're all hitting refresh until we see the Dolan twins comeback vid, and fingers crossed, it's their collab with Jeffree Star. All right, you guys, now it's time to tell me your thoughts on all of this news. What was your reaction to Colleen Ballinger's story that a stranger had a naked photo shoot in her bathroom? Is that absurd? Should she hold that over Todrick? Also, thoughts on this Marcella girl facing criminal charges. Should she serve prison time? And don't forget to tell me if you're excited for the Dolan twins to come back today. Let it all out down there in the comments. For more YouTube news, check out our recent video about Jake Paul and Erica Castell. And for more entertainment news, subscribe to Hollyscoop now.